Hey everybody, welcome, happy Easter. Yeah, here in the States at least. It's also April Fool's Day, which is kind of random, kind of cool. But anyways, I don't know if that's ever happened or if it has. I got a vinyl haul for you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Thanks in advance for checking out the video, it means a lot. It really truly does. I'm going to throw in the record of the month from February because I didn't get to review it. From Vinyl Me Please. It's a banger. It's an amazing album. So I want to share that with you guys and then get through my stack of records like I usually do. No CDs, no cassettes this month. Well, this last month. I'm saving those for, I guess, for next month. We'll do that. Just let them build up a little more. It was a slow month for that. Anyways, starting off here with the record of the month from the month of February. AYALEW, MESFIN. Hasabe, My Worries is what it translates to. Ethiopian Funk. Apparently it's from 1972 to 1977. It is amazing. I don't have too much music that's not either Spanish or English in my collection. Not too much foreign language in my stacks of records here. So this was a bit interesting to sort of dive into because of the language. Obviously the singing style is different and my brain was automatically trying to kind of figure out where it was gonna go and it wasn't going there, so it kind of just felt off and weird. But the more I listened to it, as I was reading through this amazing booklet that they threw in there, it's packed with history, political climate, social climate, you know, everything, like how everything was around that era and why it was so hard for him to make his music. It shouldn't be that fucking hard. I mean, anyways, I started to really truly appreciate it, like every bit of it. Even though I didn't understand the words, I felt myself sort of understanding in a way. And okay, I know that sounds weird. Like, I listen to death metal, I listen to some really gnarly heavy shit, and you can't tell what the lyrics are. They're literally just growls and pig squeals and all this other crazy stuff. So I still like that music. There's something that goes with it that just sounds so great. Him singing over some funky grooves is exactly what needs to be done. Like it just floats so beautifully, and the music itself, the grooves were just phenomenal. They were getting into these pocket grooves where they were just riding at the track. It's very energetic. It's got a lot of energy. How they can band something so beautiful and so uplifting and make it so hard for him to like play music or whatever is just kind of crazy to me. But yeah, struggled, and you learn about all that in the book again. It's just super awesome that they included this intense booklet. The record itself, let me show you what that looks like. It's 180 gram, pressed in this maroon color. Look at that. It's got a bit of white in there, marbled in. It's pressed by Now and Again. They do some great music. They've been working with Vinyl Me Please quite a bit with some releases, especially something as ambitious as this. So polypaper sleeve to protect it, and then the print. I thought it was really cool. I never have anything bad to say about the prints. I just think they all look so beautiful. They represent the music very nicely. Yeah, so this is by Billy Clark. Billy Clark is an illustrator and graphic designer based in London, UK. So there it is. Look him up, Billy Clark, at GRILLYCLARKILLO. Link will be down in the description. And then of course a write-up here from Vinyl Me Please. This is packaged by JB. Shout out to JB. Here is the cocktail in the back. I mean, just a phenomenal record. Packaging, they didn't skip out on any of it. A lot of detail put into this and a lot of love put into this record. So I'm very appreciative of it. Definitely gonna try to find more music that's not in Spanish or English. I found a record not too long ago. I'll be sharing that with you eventually as I make my way through my stacks over there. But it's an Iranian woman. She had a pretty hard time playing her music as well. I did some research, and the record, I got it for $2. it's selling for 450. Well, at least that's what they're asking for. But it's sold around for 200, 250 on other transactions. So you don't know what you're going to be finding. And then if you do find something that's a little off or different from what you normally listen to, it can pay off pretty big. I don't really sell my records. I listen to them. I actually really enjoyed her music. So that just adds more value to my collection, like, you know, money-wise. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great music out there that's not in English, so why don't you try a little bit of it? You may actually enjoy it. So moving on here to some of the stack here. Some records for my girlfriend, some that I found at the thrift, at the flea market slash swap meet. I feel like people know it by different names, so I'll include both. Here is this record, Big Joe Turner, some blues music. This is an incredible find. I've never listened to Big Joe Turner. This is the first time, so I was really excited to see this. And I mean, it has some wear on the sleeve there, but the record is actually really clean. Let me show you what that looks like there on the Intermedia label, 1982. So still turning out some great blues music in the 80s. Definitely worth picking up. I can never have enough blues, so I saw this and I thought I gotta have it. I like the cover. I like the colors on it. It's really cool. And then there's of course a breakdown here, which I read and I thought, all right, why not? You got Stormy Monday Blues, which actually would have been perfect like a week ago, because it was raining hella hard over here in Southern California. So picked that up for, I think I said it at the thrift for $2. That's how much they usually go for. This one I picked up at the flea market swap meet. I shared this with my in my vinyl tag video. It is George Carlin. This is my guilty pleasure album. It's not really a guilty pleasure. I mean, I think it's great no matter what. I'm not ashamed of it. But a lot of people don't like having comedy records put into their collection. And I have this whole argument about how listening to it and hearing the comedic timing versus watching it is a completely different experience in itself. There's something different about it. And I brought the example of like the Nixon-Reagan presidential debate, where people who listened to it on the radio thought Nixon had won, and then people who watched it thought that Kennedy had won because he looked far more presentable. Nixon, I think, was like dying of the flu, and he looked really like clammy and kind of just dying. But yeah, so it makes a difference what you see and what you hear, and I think that is very true with comedy records. And live music in general, obviously, you can make that connection too. I mean, listening to something live versus listening to it on the radio or at home, completely different experience. So, you got the 7 words you can't say on television here, which is one of his favorite bits. Great condition. I've seen this record in the bins before, but the bottom sleeve is coming apart. The glue just dried out. I'll have to glue that back on, but I don't see it in this great of condition. And the record is like spotless. Let me show you that. Look at that. So, definitely going to be getting more of these. I want to get more of Steve Martin stuff because I just like Steve Martin. So, I'll get him eventually. I'll show you what that looks like. Another set of records here that I think people don't really like to collect. I'm a big Disney fan. I have a Disney Pass. My girlfriend's a Disney fanatic too. And we've been collecting records together. This is our little collection within my collection. It's the Walt Disney records here. This is Song Parade songs. You got like 26 songs on this record, and they're played with band. So they have a marching band at the park as well, and they play all the Star Wars stuff, and then stuff from Cinderella, Peter Pan. They got You Can Fly on here. Alice in Wonderland. They got I'm Late. Johnny Appleseed even has a song on here. So I got it. These were pretty sure swap me finds for $1. Sometimes the vendors see that they're Disney and they try to like sell them for $5. And what I'll do is I'll put them back. No one will take them because they're really priced up. And then the next time I go, they'll still have them. And this is true with DVDs, CDs, and books. And then I'll be like, hey, how much for the record? And they'll be like, oh, $1, because they want to get rid of it. They want to move their stuff. So sometimes it's good to be patient. Just a little tip there. Mary Poppins, I found her as well. This one I was able to just get for $1. I don't think I had to have with the guy. 1964, super great condition. I really have to hold out for something this great because some of the records are just water damaged and destroyed. I possibly at this point may have well over 20 records, and I listen to them with my girl eventually when we have our kids, and they're getting into Disney because they're gonna grow up watching The Simpsons and all the Disney movies. That's my like influence there. I grew up watching them, so they're gonna watch The Simpsons. I need to get some of those records as well, but they're also gonna have the music and the movies that we've been collecting. We find them super cheap as well, so kind of cool. So those two records are great. And then these next ones here, this is a blind pickup. Joe Morello, Another Step Forward. Anything with a drumming, anything that has a drummer on it on the front where it's a drum jazz record, I have to have it because I have I love jazz records that have the leaders, the drummers as the leaders basically. It was pretty cool because I was reading it and it says he was playing Ludwig drums and pasty cymbals, so really nice equipment there, sir. And yeah, it's got sticker and a little bit of damage, but the record is really fucking clean and the label's actually kind of nice. I like that dark puke green. It's off the Ovation label. I don't see a date on here. Been looking for one. I didn't see it on the side. I might have to go on Discogs to find the date. But it looks pretty old, so pretty cool. You all know that I like Gene Krupa and Buddy Rich and all that. And I've been finding some of their records as well. In fact, I found quite a bit of them. So I'll show you that next time in the next haul possibly. I don't know where it is. I literally have a stack of like maybe 100 records that I've just been slowly like digesting. And for a whole month I listen to them. So just in case you guys were wondering how I do my hauls. And some of these are kind of dated. Like they go back to like Christmas because I take a month listening to them and just digesting them. I don't want to just pop it on and listen to it for like a minute and then just discard it. So yeah, they do get a fair share of playtime on the player every month, especially this one here. This reminds me of my grandpa. He was one of his favorite artists. Became one of mine because of him, and my mom likes him too, so she used to play him a lot. Don't really find a whole lot of these. This, surprisingly, as fucked up as it looks, there's a lot of like, it looks like someone bit it or cut it. I don't know what happened at the top there, but this is actually in good condition. For $1, I couldn't put it back. I've seen these go for 20 bucks. I mean, yeah, they're not out there like, you know, commonly found in bins. And there's not, I hope that's not a, oh no, it's just dirt. I need to clean this thing again. I need to get rid of this sleeve. That's what I need to do. This thing is garbage. Don't keep your records in dirty sleeves, folks. It's they're gonna get getting dirty. Yeah, so I gotta definitely like house this thing up before it completely falls apart. But yeah, amazing. And he's with the mariachi, so it takes hella dope. Makes you want to drink. These next three are for my girlfriend. This one was just randomly bought when we went to Amoeba. We went to the farmer's market, something that we both love doing. And she saw it and it was like really cheap. She was kind of surprised. But Orange is the New Black soundtrack. We love Netflix. We love this show. We love that show Love, which they canceled, which is fucking dumb. It's such a good show. Anything that Judd Apatow is attached to gets canceled after 3 seasons. Anyways, but yeah, this show's been going strong, and I think they have another season coming. But she bought it for me because, you know, the show. And then we found out it was the variant cover, pressing of it, in this translucent orange. It's got like darker orange like clouded in there. I don't know if you can see that. But it looks amazing, and it's actually really good. The soundtrack, I actually enjoy listening to it. I really don't listen to soundtracks that much unless it's just like Stranger Things or from a movie that I really enjoy, like Pulp Fiction or anything from Kubrick, like 2001 Space Odyssey or something. But this actually was really good. Their songs can basically be their own thing and be played like their own original songs. And then these next two are records that I've been wanting in my collection. My girlfriend bought them for me for, I think, Christmas, or no, it wasn't my birthday, it was Christmas. And I couldn't even say how happy I was. This first one here is the Nirvana Black Album. Got the greatest hits with the You Know You're Right song being released there. 33 and a half, or 33 and a third pressing. It's an audiophile pressing, and came with a download card. 180 gram. Really nice. I gotta have every Nirvana album out there. So that's one more. I think In Utero is the last one, or I might include like some of the live stuff too. Well, if I want all of them, I have to. So Live at Reading is gonna be one of them that I need to have. But I'm super excited to have this. And then the last record is, I guess, arguably the best for last. Selena, Dreaming of You. Holy shit, guys. You don't know how excited I was when I saw this. I had seen it at Urban for like 30 bucks. I think they had exclusively pressed it for them. And I was like, ugh, I love Selena, but $30? Like, come on, man. But my girlfriend found it cheaper, and that's the great thing. She actually looks for like cheaper prices and stuff. Like, she ain't no sucker, so she knows where to look, and she gets me these amazing records. Seriously, I listened to it as soon as I could. It's got all the greats on here, man. Like some of the older stuff like Tecno Cumbia, Como La Flor, Bidi Bidi Bam Bam. And then you have some liner notes by the family and the band, which is interesting. And then they got all the stuff that, you know, she was gonna release in she was gonna release in English, like I Can Fall in Love, Captive Heart, Dreaming of You. All of these songs I remember listening to. I had the biggest crush on Selena. I still do. She's beautiful. Look at her. Look at how amazing she looks. And here's the back of it. It's a double LP. I was hoping for a download card, but they didn't throw it in there. Both in black vinyl. Heavy pressings of them. I think 180 gram. But yeah, definitely one of my prized records in my collection. Not because she got it for me, but because I really, really love Selena. But there it is. You guys made it to the end. I appreciate it as always. Thank you so much. Links for everything is in the description down below. Check those out. Add me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. I think I have my Discogs username on there too, so you can look at my collection, stuff that I shared in other videos. But yeah, till then, take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you guys on the next one.